I think it comes off looking kind of like, just let it go, man. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
see, now
do you want this thing to follow you around for the rest of your career?
Would you let an extra 200 mil go? All right, welcome back to another episode of Distracted. We are your hosts, Jag, aka Santos, and
me. I am Gugs.
And some time's passed, some GNX has passed, some Kendrick's passed, some headlines have been made, and before we jump into all that the mess, the suits type business, you know what I mean, like that Harvey Specter shit. What do you think about GNX? How has that motherfucker aged for you?
Honestly, I still like it just as much as I liked it when I first listened to it. In fact, I kind of think, like, with time as it grows, you see more and more stuff on social media, the way people make the videos reacting to mustard and like all that stuff. Man,
mustard!
I love it. It's so lit.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty solid. Would you say you have any favorite songs yet, other than what you had last week, or is it still just the same? And
yeah, I think I kind of starting to like Gloria more. Like, it's pretty dope. When I first listened to it, I didn't realize he's talking about his pen the whole song.
Yeah. I saw that too, and I wasn't sure what to make of it. But yeah, it's about his pen. I'm actually, I last week I was saying I liked the melodies more, and this week I'm gonna say I started liking more of that bop. You know what I mean? Like the Squabble Up, TV. You know what I mean? Like all that shit.
TV off is so lit, man. I hope they make a video to that. I think that video would be something else.
To what?
TV off.
Okay, I was gonna say Squabble Up is already out there.
Oh yeah, the Squabble Up video too.
And it's pretty deep.
There's so many like hidden meetings. All this stuff. Man.
I think some of the guys said they didn't even know that was a video for Squabble Up, like to actually be released. They just thought it was a part of some other other documentary type shit. They didn't know that was an actual music video.
I like how his stuff is like is real artistic in a way.
Yeah, but that's Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
Kendrick does that. So it's still up there for us. I came across some shit though that was just a part 1, and that there's gonna be a part 2 dropping on Friday, second week of December. I think like 12 or 14 or something like that.
Yeah, I think Lefty Gunplay. He said there's supposed to be a deluxe edition.
So you're going off of Lefty Gunplay. I came across his theory, crazy, because the Kendrick stands, they love to get deep in the game. So I came across his theory where they're like, GNX released a model, and then like a year later they released another model and said you can upgrade your model for like $2,000 something flat fee. They did it that you can only buy it between December 12th and 14th, and that if you add, like, I can't get that deep into it, but if you add up the numbers for something to do with GNX, it equals the exact 2,000 amount, and it's going to release on between 12th and 14th. So if it releases that day, listen, hands down, that's some crazy Einstein shit, philosophical shit. You know what I mean? Like that he did it like that. If it doesn't release, get the fuck out of here with all that hidden meaning shit, because we need to just take Kendrick for Kendrick and that's it. But that's gonna be crazy if it is a double album. I'd be riled for that. I've had this brutal calf. I've had this brutal calf, brutal cough. I couldn't get rid of it. So that's enough about GNX. If you want to watch the actual review, watch our last episode. We went into depth. We finished that episode and we were on this high. Like, I started liking the album. Yeah, bop, 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 like doing that. You know what I mean? And then I get home and all of a sudden it's like, boom, Drake lawsuits, boom, UMG, pop, 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 boom, pop, big. Actually, did you know where that was from? You know how Kendrick does it on one of the songs? The boom, pop. Remember that, the meme back on the day where the guy makes a diss and then he goes like, everybody goes nuts, goes like, oh
yeah.
So he says that in there. I didn't even realize that. That's the diss that he says, the boom, pop, bing, pop, like that.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, so it's crazy. So yeah, but like we get home and I message this guy, I'm like, bro, what just happened? There's some, Harvey Specter and, suits shit going on, and people are getting sued, and I don't know, man. Have you been keeping up with that?
Yeah. So it seems like Drake's doing the suing.
That just it sounds really fucking weird the way you said it.
Well, he is, isn't he?
Suing. Oh man, imagine getting a lawsuit.
The suer.
I'm gonna sue you. Anyways,
and he's not necessarily suing Kendrick.
Yeah.
He's suing his own label,
UMG. But of course, people are gonna dissect the shit out of that. And I don't know. I'm both sides, but I'm leaning more towards Drake on that. I don't like the fact that Drake said that he wants to shut down Not Like Us, because that's just weird. And I know he's trying to say the whole pedophile thing, like you're just making a claim against me and shit, and that's fucking up my image. And then you have the other guys that are saying that Drake's really for the people and the artists, and he's trying to fight for what's right and money and blah blah blah. So it's I don't know what to say. Is Drake that guy who's fighting the higher power and for all these underground artists, or is he a guy who's just salty about what happened?
I think the latter, because have you heard him complain about this before, or only now when something he's on the losing end of a battle per se?
So I think it's a bad look for that, but I think the actual reason behind the lawsuit, because if you actually look at it, he's not really suing Kendrick. He's suing the label for the bots, the paid plays. Spotify is supposedly in cahoots with UMG, and there's all these under the table dealings, and those are some big allegations, man. That's some,
And you usually don't go at big labels because they got big budgets, more money than you,
huge
and
budgets.
It's gonna be difficult to win in court and not be blackballed in a way.
So what I came across and I find interesting is, do you think Drake is trying to actually get a bigger payday, or do you think where do you think this? Because I've come across that he had the 400 million before, and now his contract was up for renegotiation, and he's trying to go for that $600 million one, or speculation that he wants in on UMG. Man, their roster is crazy, and even if you get 0.1%, that's a lot of money, man, that he wants to get. And
but is this the right way to do it? To sue them and
what
get
else
on
is
their
he gonna
bad
do,
side?
What is he gonna do? Are they gonna see now? If you're UMG, do you can Drake?
Well, then maybe if your business was so big and it speaks for itself, you don't need to sue them, and maybe you can negotiate into a piece of it.
How do you get that money then? They want to dethrone him. They want to take him off the crown. They want to let him know that, listen, you're not the highest guy out here. They're trying to send a message. I personally think, if you look at it from that aspect, he needs he's got a crazy run. He's had a crazy 15-year, 20 whatever run. He should get his money, man.
Yeah, but what do you mean when you say get his money? Because he's
pay him more. He's giving you her loss.
He's already gotten 400 mil. So you mean? Well, I guess that depends what they're offering him.
They're probably just. So what I came across is that they had Kendrick, Not Like Us, blow up so big to make Drake not look so good.
Oh, so you think it's a conspiracy?
Yeah, they're trying to ruin his run, and they're trying to, so they can negotiate a cheaper price to say, listen, bud, your value is not as high anymore. You took a big loss in the battle, and we're not going to give you 600 mil anymore. Listen, you're good at 4.
So do you think these bots were only in play this one time?
No, I will not agree with that. I know. Listen, I think a lot of artists use bots. A lot of artists are quiet right now,
including Drake.
Possibly, quite
So,
possibly.
so
I'm not
then
gonna sit here and say that.
what if this lawsuit uncovers? Sure, they use bots in this instance, but they also used it for Drake in the past. Then what?
I don't know,
Then,
man.
then can you really say that this hurt Drake's value because it also boosted Drake's career in the past?
So I saw some graphs though, man. Like I saw some graphs that literally showed not like us just sort of going, and then all of a sudden like boom. And
But that's
it's
kind of
hard
how
to say.
viral songs work though, right?
is
They're
it, like-
viral.
it's a viral song. I will say that. But Team Drake over here is okay with him suing UMG. And I think
it comes off looking kind of like, just let it go, man. Like, what are we doing here? Like,
See, now would you
do you
let-
want this thing to follow you around for the rest of your career?
would you let an extra 200 mil go?
Well, but you're okay, so we're speculating that this is all down to 200 mil and it's
Give or
all
take.
because of bots? Or is it because Drake participated in a fight he maybe could never win and he ended up losing?
I personally think that it's because
And is he salty about losing now?
no, but I think it's because the bots and all that shit had to come into play, and they made Drake look not so powerful anymore.
I don't think they had to come into play. And for all we know, like, did they even come into play?
I don't know. I'm not. I think it's a rightful lawsuit. I think it's a good thing to do, and I'm okay with it because Team DRIZZY.
I don't know. I think if the shoe was on the other foot, like say maybe a song like Back to Back came out and it was doing huge numbers and everybody's singing it everywhere, then is Drake gonna be like, hey, stop using bots to boost my song streams?
We beg to differ. But if he gets a win on this, if he pulls a win on this one, I think that's pretty big for a lot of artists, underground artists. And I think it's really shady business for Spotify and UMG and record labels to have these kind of undermining deals where it's like you're taking so much money out of these guys' pockets. Like I forgot what even Snoop Dogg was saying it. He's like, oh man, I had so many millions of streams and I got paid like not like a few 100,000.
But I think also the stream, that's the labels are always manipulating music to an extent. Like if it's back,
but they shouldn't be able to go with UMG. Like that's some like mafia shit. Like, hey man, we're gonna fuck this guy over. You give us a cut.
No, but I don't think it's necessarily just fucking someone over. It's just boosting what's in your best interest. Like I don't. How do you know that they're doing it? I think if they're doing it because it's a hot song and they're making money off it, like they probably did with so many other songs. And they could do that with artists that are lesser known that they want to go into mainstream. Like, hey, like I'm not saying, like say like Lil Nas X or somebody just who comes out of nowhere, right? Huh?
I was like, let's not use Lil Nas X. I'm just fucking with you.
But just like, I don't know. That was the first guy that popped in my head. Like when I think of like one hit wonder type or like out of nowhere type.
Yeah.
So say like,
but see, no, the thing with using bots for him is though it benefits him and only him and the label. The thing is with Kendrick's and Not Like Us being botted so heavily, it ruins the image of the other guy who's trying to negotiate a bigger contract.
But then maybe you shouldn't.
Say you're LeBron right now, right? You're in your prime, but you're sort of getting to the latter half of your prime. And it's time for a new contract. And Lakers go, listen, man, you ain't looking as good as you were maybe last year. We're not going to give you that extra 200 mil. You just got to sit back and take whatever we give you now. You're going to be like, yo, fuck, man. Dog, I'm LeBron no matter what. Like, I am going to sue you because you guys made me look bad. You guys fueled the fire to make me look worse than I am.
Did they make him look bad or did he do it to himself?
That's the question. I'm interested to see how this folds out.
I mean, if he doesn't go at Kendrick, doesn't start this war, and if he doesn't tap out, like he's the one. Like remember when Not Like Us first dropped, and then he dropped the Hard Part 6. He's like, He's like, oh, you dropped something I could dance to, that West Coast shit.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Well, he was cool with it then. Now he's not cool with it.
Well, no, but he was cool with the song itself, but he didn't realize that bots are pushing it.
Oh, he didn't realize. That's the label's fault, right?
That's
so
it.
let's sue the label.
200 mil will make a lot of people change their tune. That's you know what? We're good with that. We're good with that. I want to see how it plays out, and maybe we'll cover it when it comes up. 2024 is almost over, but 2024 has been a wild ride so far. Lawsuits, diss tracks, fucking you name it. This, that,
These
the
guys
other.
just
Apologies.
dominated, yeah.
A lot of old tour guys reflaming their old music, like J. Cole. Just recently dropped all his shit on streaming.
All his original mixtapes that were never on streaming.
Yeah, he's doing the 2014 Forest Hills Drive,
Yeah.
The concert again. Like, who else dropped some old shit recently? Was there another artist that re-released their like older stuff? Or am I tripping?
I don't know. That's a really general
Recently,
question.
I think there was really recently somebody dropped some of their old shit. Shit, I can't remember who it was now. I'll have to think about that one.
I'm excited for the J. Cole stuff, though. I've been listening to that.
Yeah, J. Cole is still... Actually, talking about J. Cole and GNX, I came across a little theory that said that pause in that Kendrick song is actually him saying he got J. Cole to apologize, pretty much.
Yeah, in Whacked Out Murals. That weird little...
No one can figure out what that pause is.
Yeah, that's what I want to know more than anything.
Yeah,
what did he say?
What is that? So that's a wrap on that. Do you have anything else to add?
Nothing to add, but what I do have is a game.
Oh shit! It's game time, baby.
We got some trivia.
Of course,
some
we
trivia.
Do.
Since
We love our
Kendrick
trivia.
went number one, it got me thinking. Thinking about some number ones.
I.
So what I'm gonna ask you, I'm gonna give you a list of songs. And of the songs, only one of them went number one.
Okay.
And I want you to guess which one of them did go number one.
And how many times? Like how many rounds are there or whatever? Just
I guess we'll call it 2 rounds.
2 rounds. All right,
2
cool.
rounds.
So.
So I guess we call this
bringing to you live is guess that's bringing to you live. Guess that number one. I don't know.
Ivia.
Guess that one. No, that's another. Guess that number one Ivia. All right, here we go.
All right, cool. Okay, so here we go. So again, which one of these 4 songs went number one? 3 of them did not. There's 4 total.
Okay. This guy's very precise with the instructions.
So, Trap Queen.
All right.
Fetty Wap.
Mm-hmm.
EXO Tour Life.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Uzi. Hotline Bling.
Oh.
Drake. Or The Box, Roddy Ricch.
And 3 of them didn't make number one?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? 3 of these songs did not go number one. Only 1 did. Trap Queen, EXO Tour Life, Hotline Bling, The Box.
Gugs, I'm gonna say Hotline Bling went number one.
No.
Fuck.
Peaked at number 2.
Really? Okay, then it was the I already lost that, but
Yeah, you can keep going.
it was our first one. What'd you say?
Trap Queen?
Trap Queen.
No, Trap Queen did not hit number 1 either.
EXO
Isn't that
Tour.
crazy? That was fire. That was so lit. EXO Tour Life did not hit number 1.
What the fuck?
The Box hit number 1. Remember it was like
Really?
so viral?
Yeah, but like all these other songs are so viral.
Right? That's what I was thinking. Like,
Holy shit.
you would have think like all these songs went number 1 or something.
Oh my god.
Harder than you think, right? It's hard to go
That's
number 1.
crazy, man. I thought I had it in the bag. I got cocky and shit. I was all like, "Hey, Mr. Gugs, it is this, man. You
guessed
I consecutively,
all the wrong ones.
I consecutively got them all wrong. That's brutal, man. All right, next one. Shit.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna give you 4 songs. One
Okay.
of them went number 1.
All right.
Kendrick, Humble. Future, Mask Off.
Oh man.
Kendrick and Travis, Goosebumps. Juice World, Lucid Dreams.
So we have Lucid Dreams. We have Kendrick and Travis, Goosebumps.
Yeah.
We have
Future, Mask Off.
Mask Off. What was the first
And
one?
Kendrick, Humble. Those are all like pretty number one caliber fire
That's what I'm
songs.
saying, man. That's tough.
And to think only one went number one.
That's tough. This is that first one shook me. I thought I had it. Oh man. Oh shit. I'm gonna say, what was the last one again?
So it's Humble, Mask Off, Goosebumps, Lucid Dreams.
I'm gonna say Lucid Dreams went number one.
That's what I would think too, but it did not.
Humble.
Yes, Humble went number one.
Fuck. I was actually gonna go with Humble, but I'm like Lucid Dreams, younger generation. It blew up. It was like everywhere. Shit.
That is pretty wild, right?
0 for 2. Man, what a
Hey,
fail.
that was not easy. If like I would have had no idea. I don't know what I would have guessed. I probably would have guessed like similar to you, to be honest.
That's crazy. The second one okay, but that first one shook me, man. That first one shook me.
It's hard to go number one. Think about it,
That
majority
is.
of artists don't go number one, right?
Actually,
No
you
matter
know what?
how hot the song is.
That's crazy. You know what I think? I was also my decision for the box also came from because right before we started this episode, I was on IG and I saw a clip of somebody who paid $250 for a storage container, and he got Roddy Rich's Grammy and like his sweaters and some of his clothing out of it.
How?
I don't know. So that's why I'm just like, Roddy, like that's why I'm dumbfounded that it was the box. I think that threw me off.
I think when you guess Hotline Bling, I'm trying to remember. I think that almost went number one, and
that was
then
viral as
I think One
shit.
Dance went number one.
One Dance for sure had to
I
go
think it
number
did.
one. But fuck.
Yeah, I remember at
Shit.
that point Drake was still chasing a number one.
God damn.
But you know what else that made me think of?
Uh,
So I started thinking of like some total throwback stuff, and I was thinking like what songs were number one 20 years ago,
oh man, don't do this.
and then
20 years. Oh,
20 years
fuck.
back in 2004, Outkast
Oh,
Outkast
shit.
hit number one twice with Hey Ya and The Way You Move.
2004.
Yeah,
That shit
that's a lot.
sounds like it just
And-
came out.
Yeah,
Not,
Hey Ya
no,
still
not
just
came
play,
out, but,
right?
Like I hear it, and I'm like, I still remember where I was when I heard it, man.
Yeah,
Like,
Outkast was on like a legendary
man.
run, and Fat Joe, Lean Back.
Oh,
That song's
man.
still fire though, man.
Yeah, but 20
Scott
years?
Storch. Yeah, that's 20 years old.
Wow,
20.
20 motherfucking years.
And then it made me think, because like the next couple are crazy because it kind of ties into current day. Snoop, Drop It Like It's Hot, 20 years ago. We were just talking about how Tyler the Creator sampled that, and Snoop's dropping a new album in like a week. 20 years later.
that was a fire song too.
Oh
man.
yeah, that was
That
like
had the game on chokehold.
that beat, that whole like,
Everything.
That was so unique,
was prime
so
Pharrell.
different, man.
Prime
yeah.
Pharrell, man. Couldn't fuck with Pharrell back then.
Yeah,
right
like
now,
you
like I
never
guess
heard
he's in a
anything
different
like
era.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, he's in like his own phase now and shit. Like I get it, but
But-
that Pharrell, ooh, you.
Pharrell's been
clips?
through like so many different phases. It's crazy.
Yeah, the clips, fucking
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg. That's just like two people. I can't even. Oh man,
Yeah,
Jay
he's
Z.
been-
Can I like? Oh my. Oh.
And he's been through so many, like the Happy.
Yeah, he was a
Lucky,
beast,
right?
man.
Like,
beast.
man, there's so many. His Daft Punk stuff, like everything, man.
Oh,
He's done
yeah,
so
yeah,
much
yeah,
different
yeah,
stuff,
yeah.
man. So much.
Hit us with another one. You got another one?
And then yeah, and 20 years ago, Usher, yeah, was
Ooh.
number one.
Man, I was just at the concert and it did not feel 20 years old.
Right? Like
You know?
he's still
Oh,
touring
man.
20 years later. He just did the Super Bowl. He's doing like, man, he's still out here, still
all
making
those-
money, still
So all
getting
those
it.
artists keep hustling, keep grinding.
Yeah,
man.
you
Like,
can still tour
look
off
at
the same
Usher.
shit 20 years later.
Usher started his shit back in early 90s and only now in 2024. You know what I mean? Almost 40 years later, this man is getting his big break.
That's
on
equity
Super
though,
Bowl
man. Like
and-
he built a hell of a catalog, and he's still performing off it, right?
Oh man. Shit.
What one song that like I was just like, and then you just go down the wormhole of like 20-year-old songs.
Yeah.
Remember Jaquan, Tipsy?
Oh man.
And then you think about like Shabuzi, number one, basically interpolating the same song, right?
Yeah, man. One. Oh man, Jaquan is a beast. But Jaquan didn't really have anything else, right? He had a couple other songs, but nothing really hit.
I mean, that was really it, right? But that's so fire that like he gets. That's cool with me, man. That's all. That's all he needed. That song was so fire.
You know what song I miss is or not even a song, the artist. I miss Lil Scrappy.
Oh yeah, Scrappy.
I miss Lil Jon and the East Side Boys.
That Lil Jon wave, yeah, because
that was a crazy time.
Yeah, because Lil Jon did, too. So that was like. Was it? Would you say peak Lil Jon? Yeah, I guess you could say like peak Lil Jon era.
Yeah, PD Pablo.
Yeah, it was.
Freak League, My Goodies,
yeah,
Sierra.
Yeah, actually, those came out in 2004 too. I actually saw that.
Yeah,
Freak League and Goodies.
He had a chokehold on everything. Oh man, that's crazy.
Yeah, I love that. That crunk era was nuts. That was something else, man.
Nuts. Yeah, Dave Chappelle.
Oh yeah,
Dave Chappelle. Oh man, he really took advantage of that. Yeah. Oh man.
Oh man, I gotta rewatch that now.
That was awesome. Anything else?
Nah, man. That's it. I don't wanna age ourselves too much. I think
man.
we're
not really 20 like that. We were still like little teeny bops, man. I mean, we're not that old.
We'll do but that kind of got me riled up to do like we'll do a year-end wrap-up obviously, but we'll do some throwback episodes and talk. We'll do more anniversary talk too.
Yeah. We're also going to be doing a 2024 wrap-up awards. Biggest beef. We all know that it was Rick Ross and Drake had the biggest beef of 2024, and some of that stuff. So that'll be fun to really reflect back on what happened 2024. But I think it's a wrap.
It's a wrap, man.
It's a wrap. I think it's done, and we'll see you next week.
Boom. Peace.